Now, all my friends here, we have been practicing meditation for quite some time now. And I hope you all have the knack of it. आप सबको उसका procedure अच्छे से पता है. But how to improve the quality of our meditation? We now want to improve the quality because we have tasted, हमें कभी-कभी बहुत मतलब वो थोड़े से होते हैं ना those wow moments हुए हैं. Now we want to make our meditation more intense and more effective. Because at the end of the day, what are we trying? We are trying to, move away from that separation feeling and go into the oneness. So how do we speed up? Speed up means कुछ ऐसे कुछ add on करने से speed up नहीं होती है. Speed up होती है by हम थोड़े अपने procedures में कुछ और amendments कर लें. Now, how do we do that? Now, इसके लिए 2-3 points I will tell you. You can open your eyes a bit for 5 minutes. Let us just discuss how we're going to improve the quality of our meditation, and then we will go ahead. So, number one is to have a good experience during meditation. हमें अपने body के अंदर के oxygen level को पहले increase करना है. So, how do we do that? We do that by deep breathing. तो जितना हमारी बॉडी में ऑक्सीजन लेवल ज्यादा होगा एंड कार्बन डाइऑक्साइड लेवल कम रहेगा, उतना ही हमारी मेडिटेटिव स्टेट जो है वो बहुत अच्छी होने वाली है. सो हम क्या करेंगे? इट विल बी इजियर फॉर अस टू एम्प्टी आवर माइंड्स, इजियर फॉर आवर बॉडी टू यूज द प्राणा एनर्जी व्हिच वी आर टेकिंग इन. तो टू इंक्रीज द ऑक्सीजन लेवल ऑफ द बॉडी हम डीप ब्रीदिंग प्रैक्टिस करेंगे 3-4 rounds. We are going to breathe in through our nostrils till our belly, stomach tak long breath in leni hai and longer breath out nikalni hai, either through our mouth or through our nostrils. So we will do this 3-4 times, which will ensure that our body has enough oxygen. Yes? तो हमें पहले ये hyper oxygenate करना है अपनी body को. And the second thing is, as you are practicing meditation daily, अपनी food quantity को धीरे-धीरे कम करिए. It should be as minimum as possible. मतलब minimum quantity and light food. So the lighter the food and if the quantity is not unnecessarily over, you will be able to meditate in a better state. Okay? As it is, you will see, जब आपकी meditation अच्छी होने लग जाएगी, number one, आपकी sleep कम होगी because आपकी बहुत deep sleep हो रही है. तो deep sleep होने से क्या होता है? 4 to 5 hours of deep sleep is also as good as sleeping for 8 to 10 hours. तो number of hours, you must have noticed, अब आपको उतने घंटे की sleep नहीं चाहिए होती है जितना हम पहले हमें लगता था. Earlier I used to feel, oh, getting up at 4 is such an ordeal, ये तो कितना मुश्किल है. But now, even if I put the alarm for 4:15 or 4:30, जैसे स्कूल नहीं जाना था इन 2-4 दिन, तो I try to, not get up so early, but still automatically the body clock wakes me up at 4:10 maximum, even without the alarm. So this is what happens जब आपकी meditation अच्छी होने लग जाती है. Then secondly, food quantity भी automatically कम होती है. हम क्या करते हैं? हम एक टाइम टेबल की तरह खाना खाते हैं कि इतने बजे तो ब्रेकफास्ट करना ही करना है, इतने बजे लंच करना है. This is the conventional way. This is what we have learned as we grew up कि अपने timely हमें खा लेना है. So we have become a timetable. But no, it's not like that. We should eat when our body demands it. अगर भूख नहीं है तो जबरदस्ती don't eat. Just because it is lunchtime हमें खाना है. No, our body knows better than us कि उसको कब खाना चाहिए. तो आप नोटिस करेंगे जो लोग रेगुलर मेडिटेशन कर रहे हैं, आपकी क्वांटिटी फूड की रिड्यूस ऑटोमेटिकली हो गई है. हम जबरदस्ती खा रहे हैं. Yes, it has automatic. The desires have reduced. Desires of unnecessarily eating and eating between meals भी वो हमारी कम हो गई है. क्यों हो गई है? क्योंकि जितनी हम एनर्जी ले रहे हैं ना, we are using all that energy for taking us to our own better versions, rather than wasting it on other things. Wasting it on, digestion uses a lot of your energy. तो आप unnecessarily खाएंगे, all that food, your energy goes waste. So this was the second point, second tip which I was telling you. And third, now what we have to do is we have to focus on our breath. तो जितना हम अपनी breath पे focus करेंगे, उतना ही हम deep breath ले भी पाएंगे, and vice versa. जितना आप deep breaths लेंगे, उतना आपका focus better होगा. So we just have to observe our breathing. हमें कुछ करना नहीं है. Anapanasati is just observing your breathing, observing your natural breath, your normal breath, your tranquil breath, your calm breath. Usko bas hame observe karna hai like a spectator. Slowly we will realize that we are not this body, we are not this mind. We are actually that higher consciousness which is observing this body. Okay? So with this much of understanding, अब हम meditation में चलेंगे for good 45 minutes at least. So I hope you're all ready. Fingers into fingers. Sit straight, feet crossed, legs removed, and eyes closed. Take a long, deep breath in till your belly, and breathe out through your nose or your mouth, relaxing your entire body. One more deep breath in through your nose, and breathe out through your nostrils or through your mouth. Another deep breath in. And breathe out through your mouth. Now, the purpose of our meditation today is to shed all our ego. Our ego is reducing us, my dear friends. Once it is dropped, we will experience the higher consciousness. And we will change into a butterfly from a caterpillar. We have forgotten that in this vast cosmos, we cannot see the beginning or the end. And we are spiritual beings who have descended down on this planet Earth. Which is just a tiny mud ball. We are not even a speck of dust, but still we have our individual egos, our identities. Our egos keep us trapped on the surface and does not allow us to feel the reality of our higher. Breathe in and breathe out. Our egos survive on separation and identification. We identify ourselves with our bodies, with things and forms. Once we learn to drop our identity and our temporary roles here, we expand our consciousness and experience freedom. Buddha said, wear your ego like a loose-fitting garment. When we observe our egos, it loses its intensity. And we realize what is observing the ego is our consciousness. So seeing is freeing. Rumi also said once, be like the melting snow. Wash yourself off yourself. We think we have a life, but the truth is, you don't have a life. You are life. You are the consciousness that pervades the entire universe. That takes temporary forms to experience itself as a stone, as a plant, as an animal, as a person, as a star, as a galaxy. You are the divine consciousness. So, my dear friends, let us move from our old self to a new self. Surrender yourself. Drop your identities and just be with your breath now. Breathe in and breathe out. Be with your breath, your normal, natural, tranquil breath. At this moment of time, drop your identities, drop your personality self, drop your egos and your analytic mind. withdraw your attention from all people, places, and things. Just be with your incoming and outgoing breath. Not a single breath pass without your noticing it. It's time to become nobody, no one, no thing, nowhere and no time. It's time to become pure consciousness, aware that you are aware that in this endless, vast field, you are a part of that greater consciousness. Surrender any aspect of your limited self to join the greater self. Let us lose ourselves to nothing to become everything. Breathe in and breathe out. Feel that you're a part of a bigger consciousness. You're a part of the auspicious divine. You are not the mind. You are not the intellect. You are not the ego. You are not the ears. You are not the tongue. You are not the nose. You are not the eyes. You are not the wind. You are not the earth. You are not the prana, nor the 5 breaths, nor are you the 7 body elements. Nor are you the 5 koshas. You are not organs. You have no attachments, no greed, no delusions. ना ही यहाँ pride है, ना jealousy, ना feelings. Neither are you the dharma, nor moksha, nor kama. You are not virtues, nor vices. no pleasure, no sorrow, no mantra, no sacrifices, nor Vedas, pure consciousness. You are not the food, nor the one who enjoys it. You are not dead. You are not the fears. You are not the father, mother. You are not the birth. You are not a relative, not a friend, not a guru, not a disciple. You are beyond space and time. You are formless forms. Pervade in all and within all beings. I'm liberated, not in bondage. I am always in balance. I'm that form of consciousness and bliss. I am that auspicious divine. I am that. Shivoham, Shivoham, Shivoham. Bring your awareness to your heart chakra. Your heart is the sacred place where you can create divine ones. Center yourself as you breathe in and breathe out from the center. Feel your connection to the source energy. Knowing that your source is your best resource, always available to you. Feel the gratitude and thankfulness for what you have created today. You have aligned yourself with the source. Feel divine, feel unlimited. Feel immense love and gratitude. Remember this feeling throughout the day. Remember it by heart. Now you know you are the creator. Be a light unto yourself. Acknowledge the divine within you. Feel the power within you. It's time to come back. Last 20 seconds. And whenever you're comfortable, bring both your hands on your beautiful eyes. Feel your beautiful heart and the energy in your body. Come back to a new body, to a new life. Remember this feeling and make it memorable. Last 10 seconds. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and 0. Caress your face with love, with a beautiful smile. Open your eyes. Welcome back, my dear friends. Yes, good meditation is when you can go in at your will and come out of meditation at your own will. Drink a glass of water. And in case anybody wants to share their experience, We can do that for 2-3 minutes and then go to chapter 5 of the Bhagavad Gita. Today's meditation was based on our ego because we are doing the solar plexus chakra. Last week we had started that and I will finish it today. Anybody wants to share? I see a few new friends here. So in case you do not know the procedure of Anapanasati, it is no rocket science. All we do is we sit, close our eyes, and observe our breathing coming in and going out. The magic happens only by observing our breath. This was given by Buddha 2,500 years back when he got enlightened. This is the simplest and the best way to be with ourselves and to connect ourselves to our higher consciousness. I have my dear friend Vishali with us. Good evening, Vishali ma'am. It's evening for you, I think.
Yes, good morning. Sabhi ko Atma Vandan.
Good morning, good evening. So, ready for chapter 5 now? We'll just do a couple of shloks.
Okay.
Hanji, I will share the screen. Last time हमने chapter 5 का श्लोक number 10 तक करा था.
Okay.
Hanji. Just a second, let me share my slide. Chapter 5, श्लोक number 10 पे हमने stop किया था. Okay. Ma'am, इसको एक बार revise कर लेते हैं and then we go to the next.
Okay. ब्रह्मण्यादाय कर्माणि संगं त्यक्त्वा करोति यः लिप्यते न स पापेन पद्मपत्रमिवाम्भसा.
Thank you, ma'am. So I'm just revising this one. We did it last time. हम chapter 5 कर रहे हैं, which is knowledge of renunciation and action. So Arjun, as usual, has a lot of questions. और वो कह रहे हैं कि उनको अभी तक यही confusion है कि action and knowledge में से which is better और हमें कौन सा adopt करना है. So Krishna is trying to explain to him knowledge and action go side by side. So when we have good knowledge, तभी हमारे action correct रहेंगे. But हमें ये action करने कैसे हैं? With non-attachment. So he says one needs to control the senses and mind and at the same time to have knowledge of the ultimate in order to give up attachment. So mere discipline does not help one to attain the virtues of non-attachment. He alone gives up all the fruits of his action, offering them to the Lord of life and the universe, is not affected by the evil of attachment. He is like the lotus. Though it lives in the water, its petals remains unaffected by the water. The lotus, which is a symbol of yoga, reminds us not to be attached while performing action. So now we go to the shlok for today. This is shlok number 18. Vishali ma'am.
Yes. विद्या विनय संपन्ने ब्राह्मणे गविहस्तिनि सुनै चैव स्वपाके च पंडिताः समदर्शिनः.
Yes. So Krishna says, one who has attained the profound knowledge of the Atma and sees the real self as the self of all is called a Brahma. The ordinary human being remains polluted by the sense of distinction. हम सबको अलग-अलग समझते हैं. He thinks one person is good, another bad, one attractive, another ugly, one rich and another poor. So he's always living in duality. He reacts to such distinctions with either attraction or aversion. या तो उसको कोई पसंद आता है या उससे कुछ वो उसको पसंद नहीं आता. But the learned and the realized one, जिसको knowledge है, sees everyone alike. He is not affected by these distinctions, for he sees the absolute smiling through all faces. Okay? So those learned ones behave with kindness and gentleness to all creatures. They love all and exclude none. So they are living in the oneness consciousness. Okay, we will do one more, the 20th one. Vishali ma'am.
Okay. न प्रहस्येत् प्रियं प्राप्य नो द्विजेत् प्राप्य च प्रियम् स्थिरबुद्धिरसम्मूढो ब्रह्मविद ब्रह्मणि स्थितिः.
Okay. So he says that those even-minded great men are neither excited by nor proud of their attachments or achievements, nor do they become disappointed or disgusted with that which is unpleasant. Their buddhi is firmly established in the Brahm, and the knower of Brahm never becomes deluded. Those who are not attached to the object of enjoyment experience everlasting happiness within themselves. Evenness leads such great ones to the attainment of perfection. They are revered by all. तो हमें किसी भी चीज से affect नहीं होना है. We have to remain in non-attachment. A person who neither rejoices upon achieving something pleasant nor laments upon obtaining something unpleasant. इसको किसी भी चीज से फर्क नहीं पड़ रहा. Who is self-intelligent, who is unbewildered, and who knows the science of God is already situated in the transcendence. Okay, so with this much awareness from the Bhagavad Gita, हम ये बहुत धीरे-धीरे जा रहे हैं because each and every श्लोक is so important और इसे हमें अपनी लाइफ में एक्चुअली practically adopt करना है. तो हम सिर्फ लिटरेचर नहीं पढ़ रहे हैं यहाँ पे. We are trying to understand and try to follow what we are understanding here for correct living. These are code of conduct. ये तो एक जीने का तरीका है. This is how we are supposed to live. पर हम क्या करते हैं? थोड़ी सी खुशी होती है, ओवर एक्साइटेड हो जाते हैं. कुछ थोड़ा सा हमारी लाइफ में डिरेल हुआ, कुछ थोड़ा सी प्रॉब्लम आई एंड हम डिप्रेशन में चले जाते हैं. So this is what Krishna is telling us, that we don't have to get affected by anything. हम non attachment में रहेंगे. Like the lotus, enjoy भी करना है, पानी में रहना भी है. We are there, but हमें एकदम से इफेक्ट या रिएक्ट नहीं करना है. तो shall we go ahead with our thank you, Vishali ma'am? Okay.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, but we love you to stay with us because हम chakras को एक-एक करके understand कर रहे हैं धीरे-धीरे, and we have reached the third chakra. हमने पहले
Yes, I'm here.
हाँ जी. First was the root chakra which we did. I'm just giving you a recap. Second
Okay.
was, somebody else speak. Second कौन सा करा था हमने? Root chakra, then
Swadhisthana.
yeah, Swadhisthana. Yes.
Third is the Manipur.
Now we are doing the Manipur chakra, that is the solar plexus chakra. Okay, so I just share screen here. आपको positions के साथ मैं slide दिखा देती हूँ, which shows the positions of these chakras. Yes. Okay. So we've done the root chakra, we've done the sacral chakra, now we are doing the solar plexus chakra. Solar plexus chakra is also called the Manipura chakra. What was हम हर chakra के साथ उसका demon बता रहे हैं. Colors you can see. It is given the yellow color. Sun is the symbol. Now, what was the demon of our solar plexus chakra? It is actually teaching us to act and to be. Means it identifies our egos. Means how we view the world and how the world sees us. Now here we have to understand one thing. Ego is nothing bad. Ego means actually our personality self. जो हम यहाँ पे earth में personality हैं. हम earth, we are spiritual beings ना. We have come here for a human experience. To take that human experience, we need a body. Now, I will just try to explain this in 3 layers. For example, हम ये personality self अपनी body को मानते हैं. Then we have our higher consciousness. Okay? एक तो ये personality consciousness है, which is our individual self, which we understand very well, birth, living and death. इस portion को, इस time period को हम personality self कहते हैं. We are in a personality self, but we are a part of our own higher consciousness. And our own higher consciousness is a part of the spirit. Now, spirit को आप universe भी कह सकते हैं, उस spirit को आप God कह सकते हैं. तो God का छोटा सा speck है हमारी higher consciousness, और हमारी higher consciousness का छोटा सा speck है हमारी personality consciousness, जो हमारी ये personality ego है. Is this clear? Have you understood these 3 terms? Please just say yes, somebody. Have you understood these 3 terms?
Yes, ma'am.
The spirit, the higher consciousness, and our personality self or our ego. The personality self है जो हम earth में देख रहे हैं अपने आप को. Higher consciousness is the rest of the part of our soul. हमारी पूरी soul earth पे नहीं आती है. It's only 10 or 20% of our entire soul, our higher consciousness, which is in the causal body. मैंने आपको starting में बताया था ये when we did the 7 bodies. So we're just a part of that soul here. But we try to connect to our higher consciousness, to our own soul, which is further the part of the bigger spirit. तो हमें ये जानना है हम उसी के पार्ट हैं, हम अलग नहीं हैं. We are like the ocean की जो wave होती है, wave comes to the beach, goes back with so much with it. So when we are going to go back, we are going to take so much of experience from this earth. Earth is like a school, जहाँ पे हम कुछ syllabus सीखने आए. Okay, we've come to learn compassion. We've come to learn to be love, you know, because hamari actual nature is love. It does not have duality. The spirit does not have duality. Wahan pe hate, love, good, bad, kuch nahi. The duality is only on the earth planet. So when we are going to go back to our divine, to our God, to our spirit, to our universe, we are going to merge into the higher divinity, that is love. So the ocean is love. The wave comes here and collects everything from here and goes back into that and merges back into that ocean after learning the lesson जो हम यहाँ पे lesson सीखने आए. Am I clear? So now we are doing the Manipur chakra, solar plexus. I told you इसका demon क्या था? इसका demon Ego is not the demon. I told you, ego is neither good nor bad. What was the demon? आप लोग notes please बनाया करो. You should write down, because these things will help you later. How you're going to balance your own chakra. बाहर से कोई हमारा चक्रा balance नहीं कर सकता. There is no point going to healers. Reiki healer, prana healer. वो सब temporary चीजें हैं, very, very temporary. Learn to be your own light. Learn to balance these chakras yourself. So we will be able to balance them only when we know what is the demon. हम यहाँ से deviate कहाँ हो रहे हैं. It can be either less or more. So the demon of the solar plexus chakra is shame. As we did, Swadhisthana का guilt था. Guilt comes from within. Shame comes from outside. Okay? Our shame का opposite क्या हुआ then? What are we trying now? A balanced solar plexus, respect. Okay? And the best form of respect is self-respect. We've got to learn to have self-respect. Okay? So this third chakra is the final, you can say, barrier of the mind. Once we have crossed this, we are going to enter towards the heart chakra or towards our soul energy. Our soul energy यहाँ पर transit कर जाएगी. ठीक है? So हमारी ego जो है वो ना तो खराब है ना अच्छी है. It is just an aspect of yourself, your personality. So if you do not educate your ego, it leads to wrong action in your life. If it is not educated, then हम ego को एक negative way में ले जाएंगे. हमारी personality negative way में चली जाएगी. For example, ego जो छोटा सा जो speck है ना, जैसे मैंने बोला था, जैसे telescope से अगर हम देखते हैं, तो हम एक छोटा सा part देख रहे हैं, अपनी personality ego को देख रहे हैं. But if you remove the telescope, we are actually a part of a very bigger plan. तो अगर हम सिर्फ ego से देखते रहेंगे, तो हम बहुत limited aspect देख पाते हैं. Okay, so the ego is actually the aspect of our soul through which we expand our consciousness and learn about ourselves. So more you educate your ego and let go of your mind, the more you see the unlimited aspect of yourself. जो हमने अभी आज meditation में भी किया, शिवोहम या अहम ब्रह्मास्मि. So you start feeling that you are a part of that bigger, higher divine. तो God कौन हुआ? Baby gods कौन हुए? We are a part of that bigger, higher consciousness. So we are baby gods. We are little gods. We have come from the God. We are a part of that God, part of that divine, part of that higher consciousness, part of the spirit. So the part of the spirit is called the soul. Soul ka tiny part is your personality self. So you have unlimited potentials, my dear friends. तो हम ये small ego में जब रह जाते हैं, small I में, that is our limited self. So as we cross this mind barrier, the ego, our ego को हम cross कर जाएंगे जब, we will realize our true potentials, our power, our control, how we can overcome our mind. Once we have overcome our mind here, then we will realize that we are part of that higher divine plan. Okay? ठीक है? So the third chakra, हमें balance करना है. तो imbalance कैसे होता है? When we have inferiority complex or a superiority complex. It's a power game. ठीक है? We have to see our own power and use it in the right direction. तो जिनके पास excess power हो जाता है, they try to dominate, and जिनके पास less power होता है, they are always following these people who are dominating them. एक्चुअल में देयर इज नथिंग सुपीरियर और इंफीरियर देन अस. हमें अपनी सेल्फ रिस्पेक्ट रियलाइज करनी है. ठीक है. रीजंस हमने लास्ट टाइम समझे थे. व्हाट आर द रीजंस जिनकी वजह से, ओके, दिस इज द पोजीशन. तो रीजंस भी हमने समझे थे. सी वी हैव टू, द इमोशंस जो वो बैलेंस करता है, इट इज सेल्फ रिस्पेक्ट, पर्सनल पावर, कॉन्फिडेंस एंड पॉजिटिविटी. ओके, so what do we have to do? Balance sacral chakra mein strong sense of identity, confidence in yourself and your ability, motivation and self discipline to turn thoughts into action. But ye kharab kaise hota hai? Ye imbalance kyun hota hai? I'm just revising what we did last time. It was traumas in our childhood, too much discipline, authoritative parents, punishment, criticism, comparison. वो तो इतना अच्छा करता है, तुम तो पढ़ाई अच्छी नहीं करते हो, है ना. नेम कॉलिंग, फिंगर पॉइंटिंग. नेम, हम किसी, कोई थोड़ा सा हेल्दी है, उसको हम बॉडी शेमिंग करते हैं, कोई ना कोई नेम ले लेते हैं. लेबलिंग, टीचर्स अननोइंगली कई बार लेबल लगा देते हैं बच्चों के ऊपर, है ना. बैड एट स्टडीज है या कोई, तो वो क्या होता है, वही लेबल, डफर हो, तुम तो स्टूपिड हो, तो वही friends भी pick up कर लेते हैं वो labels and they also start using it. So this affects our self-esteem a lot. So sometimes हमारे childhood में अगर हमने emotional frustration देखी हो अपने parents की, when वो अपने ही trying to fight with their challenges, they neglect their children. So when the children are not loved, this solar plexus chakra will eventually get imbalanced. When parents koi favoritism kar jate hain unknowingly, boy child, girl child, then that child either becomes a rebel or he gives up. ठीक है. So जब conditional love होता है, reward, punishment, हम भी realize नहीं करते. हम छोटे बच्चे हैं जिनके हम कई बारी ना हर चीज का एक condition लगा देते हैं कि ये करोगे तो ये मिलेगा. Then sometimes some people they have gone through some sexual abuse in their childhood. That makes them feel not worthy of themselves, not good enough. So then they grow up with the feeling that nobody loves us, we are not worthy. Okay? And they're always trying to be perfect. अगर हम perfect ही होते, अगर perfect होना अच्छी बात होती, मतलब वही achieve करना होता, और अगर हम पहले से ही perfect आए होते, तो हमें अर्थ पे आने की जरूरत ही नहीं थी. हम अर्थ पे आते ही तब है जब हम इम्परफेक्ट होते हैं और हमने कुछ लेसन सीखने होते हैं. Once we are going to become perfect, तो हमें वापस आने की तो जरूरत ही नहीं है. So 100% perfect people do not exist on this planet. So we have to accept our imperfection. हम सब में कुछ imperfect है. Just imagine a world जिसमें सब लोग perfect हो. वर्ल्ड को छोड़िए, अपने घर में इमेजिन कीजिए, एवरीबडी इज परफेक्ट, सब एक जैसे हैं. व्हाट अ बोरिंग हाउस होल्ड दैट वुड बी. इवन द अवतार्स जो आते हैं ना, वो भी कुछ इम्परफेक्शन लेकर आते हैं. इवन बुद्धा व्हेन ही केम इन हिज इनिशियल लाइफ, उनको काफी चीजें समझ में नहीं आ रही थी. ओनली देन he went into meditation and he, तब वो enlightened हुए थे. Okay. So now जो superiority complex इनमें हो, I'm going little fast because we've already done all this. जो superiority complex इनमें होता है, the people who think they are superior than the others, they try to dominate. They try to control others. They are aggressive. और उनकी problem क्या होती है? They always need to be right. They have to have the last word. Rigid, stubborn people, arrogant people. So they're always chasing external achievements, That's not a healthy self-esteem. उनको हमेशा लीडर बनना ही बनना है. They will not allow anyone else to take the lead, even if it destroys any other person's ego or personality. So they're very, very manipulative. They always want to be in higher places. They're attached to labels. वो और किसी को तो वो तो अपनी गलती तो कभी लाइफ में मान ही नहीं सकते, दे आर ऑलवेज राइट. एंड द ऑपोजिट, द वन हुज जिनको इंफीरियरिटी कॉम्प्लेक्स आ रहा है, they will have a weak willpower, poor self discernment, अपनी self esteem कम है, they avoid responsibility, they always play safe, क्योंकि उनको ये रहता है कि उनको कोई ना कोई नहीं तो point out करेगा. They easily get manipulated, so they have a victim personality, and they always tend to blame the others. They never take responsibility of their action. हमेशा किसी और ने कुछ करा होता है, not them. And then they get into the passive aggressive behavior, जो हमने पहले डिस्कस किया था. What is passive aggressive behavior? I gave an example. जब आप passively aggression अपना show करते हो, आप अंदर से तो frustrated हो, but you're not able to, because for example, the best example is in a husband-wife relationship, in a partnership. Now suppose the husband is dominating and the wife is little वो थोड़ा उनका low है esteem. Now, how will she express her aggression? She cannot speak, she won't say anything. But unka jo action hoga, she will try to express it in her action, in the sense, in a very passive manner. In the sense, unse koi bhi kaam theek se hoga nahi. She will not have her self-esteem. Kahin jana hai, wo janbujh ke late hoti rahengi. Unka late hota rahega, kyunki confidence ki bahut kami hai. ठीक है? So generally, it's very interesting. जिनका excessive होता है ना solar plexus chakra, they are the ones who attract the deficient ones, क्योंकि उन्हीं के ऊपर उनका चलता है. Employer, employee, है ना? तो they will attract, they will be comfortable with those जो उनकी अगर एक employer है जिसकी solar plexus थोड़ा higher imbalance हुआ है, so he'll have a superiority complex. He would like people who are very submissive, जो आके उनकी buttering करते रहे, उनके orders लेते रहे चुपचाप, without giving their own thoughts there. ठीक है? Now let us come to the balanced one, because we are interested in having a balanced chakra. So they will change अपने world view को, how they view the world, बहुत balanced way से. Now we have two choices here. ठीक है? या तो हम soul path ले सकते हैं, या हम ego path ले सकते हैं. Now once you cross this third chakra, we are on a soul path then. Okay? So we learn to liberate ourselves from our sufferings, from our imbalances. We are on a path of discernment, but this will not happen unless we learn to meditate. Meditate is the tool. Meditation is a tool. आप ये बिल्कुल कुछ ना समझते हुए भी सिर्फ मेडिटेशन कर लेंगे, आपका सब कुछ बैलेंस हो जाएगा. So we stop following our mind and our personality, ego को satisfy करना कम करते हैं, and we start following our heart and our soul. So to choose our soul path, we have to make our minds empty. ठीक है ना? And if we don't do that, by default, we go into the ego path. अगर हम soul path को नहीं follow करेंगे, हम by default हम ego path में चले जाएंगे, and we will get stuck at this third chakra, and we will not be able to go beyond this. So a balanced person will be willing to face all the unknown challenges. He will have a very good self-esteem. He will be connected to himself. He will be connected to the higher conscious. When I say higher conscious, agar you are comfortable, you want to use the word God, you can use the word God there. They accept challenges, they take risks, they are proactive, they question to themselves, and they get answers from within. They accept their mistakes. Galti ho gayi, they'll say, never mind, next time we'll improve on this. Because they are learning, they are lifelong learners. They're willing to correct themselves. They're willing to take responsibility. They learn from their mistakes. They accept their mistakes. They correct them. Okay? and they are able to inspire others by their own self-esteem, and they are born leaders basically. They don't have to dominate anyone to lead. It is their qualities which make them leaders. Okay? So they are less defined by outer achievements. उनको label से कुछ फर्क नहीं पड़ता. हाँ, when they're doing something, they just go within. वो अपनी inner self-esteem को satisfy कर लेते हैं. So their acknowledgement comes from within. They know that they are good. They know that they are able to, बहुत smoothly, बहुत प्यार से वो हर काम को accomplish कर लेते हैं. So let us ask a few questions to ourselves. You have to be honest. ये questions अपने आप को ही पूछिए. You don't even have to tell me. How do you feel when you make any mistakes? Do you feel shameful? Do you apologize or over apologize? आपको खुद पे गुस्सा आता है, आपको दूसरों पे गुस्सा आता है? Or do you just have a silent desire to improve on yourself? Just do a self-check. Where do you stand? You don't have to tell me. How do you feel when others make mistake? Do you judge them? Do you criticize them? Do you compare them to others? Just introspect. Next question. How do you feel about people in authority? Do you give them artificial respect? Excuse me. Okay. Do you like to dominate the fourth class, your servants or people who are working for you? Does your behavior change when you're talking to a driver or a cook or a maid or to your boss? Is your way of talking different? How do you see the world? Do you measure your success? Does it make so much difference to you? The validations. We are doing the Bhagavad Gita also side by side. If you remember, in the second chapter, even Krishna said, don't see results. He said, just act and don't wait for the results. Yeah. So we are going to connect everything, all our learning, जो हम समझ रहे हैं, जितना हम समझ रहे हैं, we are trying to connect everything. So if you just work and don't wait for the results, you give your own highest potential, honestly, then you're in a healthy self-esteem. See, my higher potential could be different. Your higher potential could be higher than mine. So that's your highest. So if you're working on your own highest potential, then your self-esteem is healthy. My higher potential today can be different after, say, 1 year, 2 years. It will not be the same. It might go higher than this. So today I have to work on my highest potential today. Okay? But if you're not balanced, you will feel power. You feel that people are dominating you. Hai na? So are we generally proactive? Or we let others do it, let others take the lead? एक होता है ना खुद interest लेना, और एक होता है चलो कोई कर रहा है ना, it's okay. Is your leadership very friendly? आपके साथ जो काम करते हैं, जो आपके subordinates हैं या आपसे junior हैं, वो एक friendly way से आप उनसे काम करा पाते हैं कि आपको अपनी authority ही use करनी पड़ती है all the time? Do you always want to lead? Do you always want to be a leader? Or do you want to be a friend? Okay? Now, let me come to a little practical part of this chakra. In case this chakra is in balance, so our body mein symptoms kya aate hain? Mainly we have, obviously, as now you have understood the pattern, there will be the organs near this chakra. So eating disorders, allergies to certain food items, ulcers, okay, diabetes, hyperglycemia, muscular disorders, chronic fatigue syndrome. So all disorders of the stomach, the pancreas, the gallbladder, and the liver. So how are we going to deal with it? We know the mantras. मैं 2 words use करती हूँ हर बार. Will somebody please answer? How are we going to deal with this? Are we going to deal? Balance कैसे करना है हमने अपना चक्रा ना? How do we balance our chakra? We use 2 terms every time. See, either you're too engrossed or you're not listening. हमने अभी आइडेंटिफिकेशन कर ली. हम कर क्या रहे हैं? हम अपना सेल्फ एनालिसिस कर रहे हैं, अपना पैटर्न स्टडी कर रहे हैं, राइट? रिमेंबर फर्स्ट सेशन वी आर एनालाइजिंग आवर ओन पैटर्न. हमने अपने सिम्टम्स आइडेंटिफाई, हम अपने डॉक्टर खुद बन रहे हैं. वी आर ट्राइंग टू improve ourselves on our spiritual level, on our emotional level, on our physical level, on our mental level. तो हमने अपनी आइडेंटिफिकेशन, हम अपना डायग्नोसिस कर रहे हैं. We have diagnosed, we've done 2 chakras, we are on the 3rd one. We are trying to diagnose कहाँ प्रॉब्लम है. आपने नोट डाउन कर लिया. अब इसको कैसे करना है बैलेंस? हमारे पास जो ट्रीटमेंट है वो काफी सिमिलर है फॉर ऑल द चक्रास. तो हमें क्या करना है? I insist somebody should either speak or write it in the chat. हमें क्या करना क्या है? How are we going to balance? Yes, meditation. Mukesh has written. Yes, Vishali ma'am, meditation. So meditation से हम pull कर रहे हैं. अब मैंने 2 words बोले थे, pull and push. Pull and push. Pull is pulling ourselves, our consciousness upwards. So how does that happen? That happens only and only by meditation. And there are many forms of meditation. You must have gone to various organizations. आपने बहुत तरीके सीखे हैं meditation के. मैंने भी सीखे हैं. I have also gone to 3-4 organizations. हर कोई करता है ये, who's on a quest. But the most effective, which I have found, which has been given by Buddha, जो हम आनापानसति करते हैं, because that's the only form when we are focusing on a breath. It's the only way हम अपने mind को empty कर पाते हैं, because while breathing we don't use our mind. So when we want to empty something, उसको हम ना use करके ही empty कर पाएंगे. If we're going to use our breath by chanting, by doing mantras, or by focusing on a statue or something, we are using our mind. हम उसको खाली नहीं कर पाएंगे. So we have all now accepted this. The breath is the easiest way. Observing the breath is the easiest way to make our mind empty. So this pull will come by making our mind empty, which happens only when we do meditation. Meditation करने से we go within. We close our eyes and we go within. तो अंदर ही हमें ये सारे answers मिलते हैं. ठीक है? So that is the pull and push. Now what are we going to push out? जो भी हमने इसमें demon देखा, जो भी चीजें हमारा solar plexus को imbalance कर रहा है, we are going to try and push those things out of us. हमने अपनी ego को negative की तरफ नहीं जाने देना. Okay? तो हम थोड़ा सा respect करना सीखें, अपनी सबसे पहले और बाकी सबकी who are around us. So when we start respecting everyone, our solar plexus chakra, our Manipur chakra will be balanced. तो रिस्पेक्ट किसकी करनी है? सबकी करनी है, जिसमें भी कॉन्शियसनेस है. एंड अब as we are on the spiritual path, we know that consciousness is there even in things, even in जिसको हम नॉन लिविंग चीजें साइंस में बोलते हैं, स्टोन, पत्थर है, कुछ भी है, your book, your table, everything, that also has though the consciousness is very very rudimentary, but उसमें भी consciousness है. Plants, animals, people, not only your family members, everyone around, your colleagues, your friends, when we start accepting them the way they are and respecting them, हम अपने आप को भी रिस्पेक्ट दिलवाएंगे, अपने आप की रिस्पेक्ट करेंगे, we will respect them. So with this we finish our solar plexus chakra. Any questions? Yes, negative thoughts we have to remove, है ना? So respect will come naturally to you when you do meditation, because you will start knowing yourself. अपने आप को जानेंगे हम. We will know our own strength, our own power. Okay. So as we are touching the spiritual aspects, you are realizing कि हमारे अंदर कितनी power. Okay. तो अभी तक हमारी vision बहुत close थी. So as we go into meditation, our vision starts expanding. Are you feeling that, anyone? Do you feel that you are touching the higher, a higher vision? You've started seeing beyond yourself just to be a body and a mind. आपको कई बार ऐसे feel होता होगा when you're doing meditation कि आप actually अपने आप को observe कर पा रहे हैं बाहर से. So your body and your mind is here, and you are able to observe yourself. Your consciousness is able to observe your body and your mind. Okay. So that finishes this chakra. Next time we are going to go beyond this. But before we go beyond, so इसलिए मैं चाहती हूँ कोई भी doubt, कुछ भी question है, we can just finish it off here. तो हमें अपनी limited self में नहीं सोचना है. We have to change, you know, जो छोटी छोटी चीजें हैं जो जिसको हम सोचते हैं most important चीजें हैं, like our name, our fame, you know, हमारी respect, उससे हटके we have to now go towards more about ourselves, self respect. तो ये behavior changes automatically आ जाएं. में छोटा छोटा shift अपने आप में करना है. So we have to stop bothering what the other person is doing. हमें वो करना है which जिसमें हमें हमारी intuition कह रही है. Intuition is the awareness which comes when you do meditation. तो कोई भी situation में आप अटक जाओ, the golden magic rule is close your eyes. आपको अपने आप पता चल जाएगा which is the right thing to do. You don't have to ask anyone. You don't have to run after anyone. In fact, you don't even have to run after a guru. हम अपने गुरु अपने आप ही बनेंगे. Be the light unto yourself. Ask and you'll be answered from within. I have tried this so many times. Now next time, whenever you're getting stuck on something, don't go and ask people कि मैं ये करूं कि मैं ये करूं. Just close your eyes and sit down. You will know yourself what's the right thing to do. That is where we are trying to reach. We're trying to be one with that higher consciousness. Okay, then I end the formal session here.